is the ZooGue Case Genius for the iPad 2. As you can see, I've got my iPad 2 in there, and the way that you put it in is it just slides in like this to the right. Then there's this leather strap right here that velcros down to the bottom, and it holds it securely in place. So it does hold your iPad quite securely, and this is quite a nice case. If any of you saw my video for the iPad 1 version of this case, you know that it's a neat case and one of my favorites because it can prop up the iPad at virtually any angle without it toppling over. It's sturdy at any angle, which is quite nice. But as you can see, it's got cutouts here for the front camera as well as, you know, the home button, and nothing is obstructed, so it's got cutouts for pretty much anything, for everything. Your speaker, and the cutout also does not you know, take away from the sound of the speaker that I can tell, which is, you know, quite nice. Near as I can tell, the sound coming out of it sounds maybe even a little bit better than just using the iPad 2 without a case. Then of course you've got your you know, sync jack there. Then on the side you have access to your volume control and your screen orientation rocker there. Then on the top you've got access to your power switch or power button, your microphone, and the headphone jack. So nothing is obstructed, everything is accessible with this case. Now you might be saying, well, how come this case has Velcro like on the front of it? Well, that's one of the main features of this case. That's so that you can use it to prop it up at any angle, and I'll show that to you. Oh, by the way, also it does support the sleep awake function, if I didn't already mention that. So when you open it, it automatically wakes up. When you close it, it automatically goes to sleep. But let me show you how to prop it up at any angle. You basically just open it up, set it down, and then you pull out this kickstand, and then you can prop it up at any angle that you want. And it's very handy in that respect, and it's very stable when you prop it up, as you can see. So, you know, this is a good angle for viewing or reading. If you want to type on it, you can prop it, you know, at a lower angle like that and do your typing. You know, if you're kicking back and, you know, lying down on your couch and you want to watch Netflix or something, you can prop it up at the right angle, and it's going to stay, it won't topple over. I really like the Apple Smart Cover. However, you know, when propping it up when lying down, or even just working on a table or something, it has a tendency to topple over a little bit too easily, and that can be, of course, detrimental if your iPad topples over and falls or something like that. So I really like this case for that utility of being able to prop it up at any angle in a very sturdy way. So this kickstand just folds right back in. You can also do this and fold it back, you know, and read it like a book like that. When you do that, of course, the cutout for your camera is obstructed, so that's one thing to think about. It has a nice executive style and feel to it. It is made out of real leather. It also has this strap on the back too that you can use just to put your hand under to get a better grip on it. You can also unstrap it and close it on the front, which holds it securely fastened like that. For when you're traveling, so that the front case won't open. Also, you can strap it onto the back of a car headrest, and so like your kids can watch a movie or something, you know, in the back. So that's kind of handy too. It has a cutout here, sort of a canal for where this strap goes in. So that's quite good, and it doesn't add a whole lot of bulk to it. If I had to complain about this case or cite any negatives, there's only a couple. The main one is that this piece here seems a little loose to me. And so because of that, if you can listen carefully, if I move the front cover up and down a little bit, you'll hear that the iPad 2 wakes up and then goes to sleep as I move it. See, you hear that? It's waking up and going to sleep because I think maybe the magnet here is not quite large enough, and also that this feels kind of loose, so it has a lot of wiggle here. That's one negative. Now, that might be inherent in the design because this piece may need to be that loose in order for the case to be able to flip back all the way and be able to support all the different angles, you know, that you're going to be able to prop it up to. So that might be you know, something that can't, you know, really be changed, but it's a very minor negative. Another minor negative is the fact that when you put this down, you have to be real careful where you're putting it down. So if you're in a cafe and the table looks real dirty or something, you want to be careful because you're putting it down on this surface here, as you can see, and then you're going to prop it up, right? But then when you fold it back up, this surface touches your screen, or it doesn't really touch your screen because it actually touches this leather outline here, part of the case, but it is facing your screen. So any dirt that is here may, transfer to your screen. So that's another negative about this case that I need to point out to you. Also, it's a little bit heavy and a little bit thick. It doesn't add a lot of thickness, but it does add some thickness to your iPad 2. Certainly, if you appreciate the thinness and the feel of the iPad 2 just by itself, you're going to lose that with this case because it completely covers it, unfortunately. So that's one negative as well. These are things to be aware of, but it should not dissuade you from getting this case because this case is still quite useful. For the utility of this case, being able to read at any angle that you want while lying down, or or being able to watch like a Netflix movie or something at any angle and have it be sturdy, really far outweighs any negatives with this case. So I do recommend this case. Again, it's the ZooGue Case Genius for the iPad 2. It's real leather, and this is the black version. They may be coming out with different colors in the future. I'm not sure. But anyway, I do recommend this case, and I do like it a lot. And as of right now, this is my favorite iPad 2 case. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them. And thanks for watching my review video. Again, it's the iPad Case Genius case for the iPad 2 by ZooGue. Thanks.